Hi, this is Pearl and welcome to my channel. Today I have week 5 of my 2020 Project Life album. For this week's layout, I am using the Ali Edwards Stories by the Month kit. It is a subscription-based kit and I will go ahead and link that down below. I'll actually link everything that I mentioned in this video down below. So I am putting my pictures in semi-chronological order. You'll see that some of the 4x6 spaces have 3x4 cards, so I'll use a 4x6 card and put the picture on there. I'm using this journaling card that Ali has, and it says, I find it is the small everyday deeds of ordinary folk that keep the darkness at bay. Small acts of kindness and love. I love that. I love that quote. And I try to teach my kids, just to do small acts of kindness every day, and man, that's just going to make them better human beings. Okay, so after I do that, I'm filling in the rest of the spots with the 3x4 cards that come in the kit, either journaling cards or filler cards. And this week is going from January into February. So the February memory cards I'm putting on the right-hand side because that's when it turns February in my layout. So I'm going to go ahead and work on the left-hand side of the kit. On this loving journaling card, it says loving these things. I am using my Zebra Sarasa vintage dark gray pen, and I wrote, Christian's 5th grade class wrote a poem story about someone they admired with resilience. I'm so honored Christian spoke about me and compared me to a glass stone. With each wave, the glass stone got smoother and smoother. There were a lot of tears during this exhibition. Christian, I love you. Now I'm looking at my Instagram post because that's what I wrote on my Instagram post, so I'm using my journaling there to document on this 3x4 journaling card. Then I have a 4x6 cardstock that I just cut out, and I'm going to adhere both of these cards using my Kukoyo adhesive, which is my favorite adhesive I purchased on Amazon, and I use that to adhere that to the 4x6 card. Now this next photo is of my daughter, and I'm teaching her how to boil eggs. I'm going to use a little label that came with the kit. I think this was actually on a 3x4 card, and I cut them down to make them into labels. I wrote teaching Kaya to boil eggs. I stapled that, and I also put a sticker of a heart that says memories on there. And I'm going to use the loving stamp, and I'm going to stamp that onto the bottom of the photo using black StaysOn ink. I'm trying to get more stamping onto my layouts this year. I have so many stamps and I don't use them as much as I'd like to, so I'm rubbing this loving stamp with my hand just so that it can stamp better. I should try stamping it onto a sample first, but I didn't do that, sorry. Imperfect is fine with me. So then I use a stamp chamois to clean the stamp and my acrylic block. Then I'm using this next stamp, and I'm using the one that says a little story about life. And I'm going to use my VersaFine black onyx ink because it does great detail stamping. And then I'm going to use my Madison Alpha that came in the Felicity Jane kit. They're tiny black alphas, puffy stickers, and I'm going to put Netflix on there. Now, I'm not a big Taylor Swift fan, but I just found this Netflix video to be pretty moving to see someone so young dedicate herself to such a hard profession. And then I also watched cheer. I have a girlfriend who has 3 girls that are in cheer, and she's gone almost every weekend. And after I watched this video, I could understand more of what her life must be like. I texted her afterwards and I was like, is your life just like that Netflix video? And she said, yes! So I'm using my Tim Holtz mini snips to get the dot for the eye there, putting that on. And on this title card that I'm gonna use, it says, be your own reason to smile. I'm using the Madison black alphas again, and I'm going to put 05 to indicate that it's week 5. I like to indicate what week it is on the furthest left 3x4 card. That's my titling card. So I'm using the Felicity Jane stamp with StaysOn to ink on this photo of my daughter. I'm looking at the embellishments because I get so wrapped up in journaling and the photo that I forget to use the embellishments that come with the kit. So I put the love you heart sticker onto the one of my son up on top. I use this chipboard sticker that says this day onto the picture of my daughter doing that, I don't know what you call that, splits, whatever. And on the bottom photo, I wrote 2020 planners with the Madison Alphas again. Then I'm going to put a heart sticker that says this life onto that picture of my planners, and memories to the top one of my daughter boiling eggs. Then I'm going to use the story continues stamp with stays on ink, and I'm going to stamp that right onto the photo. Then I'm going to move to the right hand side of my layout. And this photo is of my daughter. She's been begging me to make slime. She's only 5, so she can't do this quite by herself yet. So I wrote on this journaling card that says love wins. Kaya had been asking me to make slime, and today was the day. She was so happy. Made me realize I should say yes to more. Invite smiles, invite joy, invite experiences. And I stamped the date on there using VersaFine ink. Now I'm using another 4x6, just a white cardstock to adhere these onto there. I'm using my Tonic Guillotine 6-inch to trim off the end just to make it all match. And on this photo, it's a photo of my craft space, and it's actually clean. So I just had to take a picture of it, and I'm using the alpha stickers that came with the Felicity Jane Jill kit, and I just wrote clean onto the edge of my desk there. Don't look too closely because it's a mess otherwise. And then I date stamped that. Then it was the weekend of Super Bowl, so I just took a couple of screenshots. I didn't watch the I didn't watch the game. I was just interested in the halftime. So when it came time to halftime, I went and watched Shakira and J-Lo do their thing. So impressive. So I'm using the Madison Alphas again to spell out Super Bowl. I'm going to put that on the February journaling card, and it says the story of right now. And then I'm going to use another chipboard sticker that says Hello February and put that onto the bottom of that journaling card. Now, on the bottom right hand photo is a picture of me with one of my planners. No, excuse me. It's a picture of one of my planners, and I'm just going to stamp February memories onto that top left side of that photo using Stays on ink. I need to figure out what other Stays on ink, other colors I should use onto my layouts, because I always just use black. I keep it simple so I don't have to make so many decisions, but I'm wondering if I should branch out, you know. So now I'm done with the right hand side of the photo, and then I'm going to go through my embellishments and decide what other embellishments I need to use. And I put a chipboard onto the top right hand photo, the photo of my daughter making slime, and I put a chipboard that says bring on the love. And then I have some wooden hearts that I haven't used, and I'm going to place that throughout the layout so that I have some of those embellishments on here as well. So that does it for my week 5. Thank you so much for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you for week 6.